I mean, what's practice been like so far? From a competitive standpoint.
Yeah, practice has been real competitive. You know, some practice we start off competing right off the bat. You know, first couple drills. I think what coach is trying to instill in us, you know, is we got to throw that first punch when we play guys. You know, we can't back down against anybody, so we want to go out there and compete. We want to come out, you know, showing, you know, playing a little like our hair's on fire.
Defensively, what's been the points of emphasis so far?
Defensively, you know, we don't want guys to drive into the lane. Coach always emphasizes, you know, not letting them go middle. And coach wants us to pick the ball up full. And I think we're going to do that this season. I feel like we can do it because we got a lot more length inside with Juwan, Thomas, OG, Max. So we're going to put a little bit more pressure on the ball this year.
For you, everyone talks about leadership. I know Coach a couple of months ago talked about, someone asked him if this team had a leader. He said, if we had one right now, I'd tell you. Has he challenged you guys to kind of step up in that regard, especially the seniors?
Yeah, I say he definitely has. And that was just a little message towards us. You know, somebody better start stepping up. So, I mean, I feel like us as seniors, we work on that every day. But Coach doesn't want there to be a specific group of people that's leaders. He always tells us that anybody can be a leader. Everybody on this team has a voice, and I feel like everybody's going to listen to somebody.
I know he's been injured. What have you seen from Thomas Bryant, and just what do you think of him as a player?
I mean, besides a player, you know, I feel like Thomas is a great teammate. You know, he's definitely a great motivator. He high-fives people, you know, picks them up off the ground, and, you know, he's got a lot of potential. You know, him as a player, he's got a, you know, big force inside. He can shoot it very well from the outside. He's got great form, great shot, great touch. You know, he runs the floor very well. You know, he kind of runs the floor almost like Cody. So I feel like we need to get that out of him, push him, because when he runs the floor like that, you know, he can get the ball pretty easily.
What was the reaction inside that locker room when Emmett got dismissed?
That was a very sad day. You know, I cried. Losing another teammate, another brother, you know, just seeing him walk out the door like that, you know, not knowing when you're ever going to see him again. You know, that was a very sad day.
Were you surprised at all that it kind of reached that point with him?
You know, I'm not really sure. I bet there were a bunch of meetings on it, and, you know, whatever decision they made, you know, with their facts, decisions they made, and it is what it is.
Did you guys think it was fair at all? I mean, just within that locker room, just to kind of see him out the door, you said you were crying and it was really emotional. I mean, do you think it was fair to kind of let him go at that point?
You know, it was very emotional at the end of the day. We all wanted Emmett there. But, you know, the decision that they made, we're going to be behind it. And if they felt like that was best for the university, then that's okay.
What kind of conversations have you had? You said you've been through some meetings. Are those with those kind of team meetings with Coach, or are those maybe more with Fred Glass? Or can you just kind of give an overview of what kind of meetings you've been through?
In what aspect? What do you mean?
Just involved with some of the off-the-court stuff that keep popping up, maybe more specifically the most recent thing with Emmett and Thomas.
You know, as a team, we've commented on it. We've dealt with it internally, and we've moved on from it. I don't think so. You know, I think the time is probably going to hit me is senior day. I felt like, you know, especially right after I give that speech, I feel like that's when it's really going to hit me that, you know, that's my last game playing at Assembly Hall.
You went through the route in Indiana, you went to Indiana. Is there something more special about the take more practice and what
yeah, I mean, that's the most pride I can have, and I feel like me being stayed all 4 years at Indiana, I can have that pride. You know, I can tell my story, what I've done for this school, all the memories I've had, and you know, I feel that's something that I'm going to be proud to live with.
Yogi, does the 30-second clock, shot clock change? Does that change the way you guys? I know you guys like to push the pace anyway. Is that much a factor, at least offensively, and then will it be a factor defensively? In terms of pressure put on you?
Yeah, offensively, I feel like we love that. We can get more possessions. I feel like the game's gonna be up and down just a little bit more, quicker shots, And defensively, we want to play defense as long as we can, but the shot clock short, we don't have to play defense as long. So he's suggesting we can put more pressure on the ball and try and get out their hands, try and throw up a bad shot for them.
And can this team be a good defensive team? Obviously, you guys have been able to score. If you can manage the defense with the offense, you got something going on.
Yeah, I mean, always. You've already heard it. Defense wins championships, and I think that's got to be the main thing for us. And that's what I'm trying to tell these guys right now. The ball's going to go in the hoop. At the end of the day, we've got great shooters. We got inside presence. We do what we can do, but defensively, if we're one unit, I don't see how we can lose.